That's something I was definitely worried about, and I was really on the tug and pull of like if I hire professionals who charge more or if I should hire cheaper people.
Nice to have you here, Caleb. So if you could share who you are, what's your role in the company, in the brand, all of that beauty for context.
Awesome, yeah. So I'm a founder of a couple ecom brands. I've been in the space for about 3, 4 years. And recently we started scaling one of our main ones in the home and office space. The people who see my face might recognize me because I'm all over the ads, so that would be funny if some of them see this. Um, but yeah, I, we pretty much are very D2C focused. We pump out a lot of ads, and yeah, that's pretty much my intro.
Perfect. Can you give viewers a range of your average monthly revenue for context as well?
Yeah, so we just started scaling a lot more recently, and we're doing about 800,000 a month,
Solid.
800,000
Yeah,
to million. Yeah.
closer to the milli. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
We past month we bid a million. Okay.
no, it's all good. Um, Now, can you please share why you wanted to work with us? Or, in other words, what specific challenges were you
Mm,
experiencing before we started working together?
yeah. Yeah, so like a lot of e-commerce brands, you see kind of like some operating on a lean team, which is us, and we really wanted to focus completely on the advertising side on Facebook on one channel. And I pretty much had some negative experiences in the past with past email contractors, and I was really on the tug and pull of like if I hire professionals who charge more or if I should hire cheaper people, and then the last option of like just getting my team to do it in house, and maximizing revenue. And honestly, I saw Matthias's videos on YouTube, and I just could tell that this person was very dialed in. Like the level of strategy and nuances that he put into his emails is was pretty much an entire performance marketing campaign itself. And I actually got my team to like go and steal a lot of his content for the strategy and research on certain personas for us. Yeah, and then that was that was a bit of a pass. Have worked with a couple freelancers and email marketing agencies. I've gotten audits, but I really was drawn to Matthias's and his team from his guarantees on his website, and also just how he thought about emails felt very different from other email marketing agencies.
Love it. So, I think you mentioned this during our first chat. I
Yeah,
think you actually tried some of my emails or some of the emails I feature in a video, in a particular video. Of course, you adapted
yeah,
it because it's a
yeah, yeah,
completely
yeah,
different industry. Can you
yeah.
tell, like, how was that like?
For sure. So one thing that Matthias talked about in his YouTube videos, because before, for context, before I joined them, I was just watching some of his videos, and kind of doing the best I can with his advice. And one of them was the text-based emails, and they really go into their text-based emails and do a whole bunch of different types, and they feel like D2C ads. So we actually started using those, and I just ran some as like founder text emails, and they performed really well, way better than our other emails that we sent out. So the proof was pretty much just getting more and more stacked until I reached out, and it was the perfect time to get them on for BFM because we were really busy in scaling, and that just seemed like it was time to try a full professional team at this point.
We actually had to roll out the Black Friday strategy pretty fast, right?
Yes.
Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in a week or so, which was crazy.
Yeah. I think that was one of the things that like gave me a really good experience of working with you guys, and really showed your guys' level of expertise. Is I when I was working with Matthias and his team, I did a lot of like switcheroos, and we had a lot of new products launching, and then we had some launch dates for products, and those changed, and then we wanted to add things here and there. And whenever I kind of reached out and suggested something, or I would also feel like partially bad for like messing up their schedule, but Matthias personally and his entire team would actually just be there and received it very openly and would actually take it one step further. So if I would be like, hey, I want to launch this product and I kind of feel bad about this, and maybe we can send an email about this. Instead, I would get 3 emails and suggestions. So I think not just saying this, but it really feels like Matthias and his team are literal partners. They give suggestions on how to develop this strategy in terms of creating better AI images for us and optimizing that part. They're always thinking about very high level email sections, such as having a identity person behind the entire customer service. So the optimization and expertise really just shows, and they really take care of their clients. At least that's how I felt.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, so for sure it wasn't optimal to have, like you said, that many switcheroos in a way in during
Yeah.
Black Friday when we are normally like twice more busy than normal. But anyway, we wanted to give you the best experience as we do with all of our clients. So that's cool for us. Don't worry. Next, so I think you mentioned this, but how have we helped you, like specifically, like what is it that we do, and if there's any actual result you can share.
Yeah. So Matthias was in his team was you guys have all your guys' campaigns have pretty much crushed it. And just added in a ton of extra revenue that was just sitting there at first. I couldn't keep up with my team, and then I didn't want to like have to look after another person kind of doing it and not meeting my standards, which is why I hired you guys. So I believe you guys added on like a complete 10% of our revenue with emails, and that's just like through the campaigns. They haven't even done a ton of optimizing on the flows yet. So yeah, it was like 12x for their campaigns, and so it's kind of a no-brainer for me to just have them with me now.
Cool. And I think that an important part for brands that are considering working with an agency is what you said. How much time will I have to dedicate to these guys now on top of everything else that I'm doing? So I talk about the octopus operator, who is like already managing operations, marketing, ads, team members, all of that. They have like tentacles everywhere. They don't want to think about it, having another tentacle, wasting time managing an email
Yeah.
agency. Has
Yeah.
this been the case
Yeah,
at all?
I think that's something that you guys also do really well, Matthias. Is yeah, that's something I was definitely worried about. Is I didn't want to feel like okay, this is going to be like still 50% of the work of just doing it myself, which was the main thing scaring me from working with an email agency. And you guys really have that process of like having emails for review, having strategy done far before the launch date, etc., and just optimizing the approval process, keeping things super clear and simple of like when you guys need things, etc. So I really appreciate that. I feel like you guys keep the accountability very clear on like who needs to do what when, for things to flow. So that part was a huge relief for me. I don't feel like I need to be an octopus man for sure. It feels like you guys are responsible for the entire email section. Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I also put myself in the shoes of a founder when rolling out our internal systems, all of that. Because we
Yeah.
don't want to add to that mental bandwidth.
Yeah.
That's not the that's not the goal. Of course, we want this to be like the optimal experience, right?
Yeah,
So I'm
for
happy
sure.
to hear that. And
Yeah.
is there on that line? Is there anything that has surprised you, or we exceed your expectations about working with us?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I feel like the surprising part was especially the level of effort that's put in, and it feels like you guys are always taking a step further whenever I'm suggesting something, and usually stuff that I'm suggesting or asking for is already like a little bit of a step off of like what the original contract was. Like for example, you guys have produced like way more emails than I technically was in the contract before, and it wasn't even like talked about. Like, it really seems like you guys are just trying to help the business and not thinking about like, oh, what's in the contract, what is fair for both people. It's like you guys are my partners and just doing that, and then it's always coming with suggestions about other ways to optimize. Sometimes not even in email. You guys are suggesting crazy stuff like helping me set up stuff to send direct mail to people, which I've never heard of and is not common at all. And stuff like that just makes me really feel like I can trust you guys to stay updated with like the best email tactics anywhere in that department. I know Matthias and me have also they've talked about how a lot of their emails feel like direct response listicles and advertorials, and they've been thinking about like exploring into that, and they've been helping me look into that as well. So just very fully rounded, but not in a bad way where like all their eggs are in multiple baskets. It's like they're extreme experts inside of email, but they are like an expansion to other areas as well. So I think this is what it's supposed to feel like, or they really are setting a new standard for what a partnership feels like.
Appreciate it, man. I really appreciate those words, and I couldn't have said it better, like on my own. So thank you a lot.
Of course, I
And
mean it, man.
thank you, really. On that line, would you recommend email engineers
Yeah,
to another 7 or 8 figure e-commerce brand?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, honestly, I have been recommending Matthias already, so that's not really even a question. I have been recommending him to my friends, and I think there's like a connotation of most founders have of like they're just gonna do emails themselves, and you see a bunch of lean teams like doing that, um, and it's like you can only be really good at one channel, um, and and his team do kind of feel like they're in house here, and I just recommend that all you other founders just try them out, and they have guarantees that the ROI is there. So it's kind of a no brainer, and there's nothing to lose to just try them out, and you'll see the return.
Thank you, man. So we don't have to say specific numbers, but in terms of the actual retainer, I think I aim for it to be like one of the highest value to price ratio.
Yeah,
So that was my goal actually, and I think we're meeting that.
yeah. No, you guys are definitely exceeding that.
Love it, man. So lastly, what would you tell someone who's on the fence about working with email engineers?
Um, I would say it depends why they're on the fence. I would say honestly just try it. Like emails, you're going to get a return either way on email, and it's not like there's a ton of stuff to lose. Like it's just sending emails, and when you see the return, you'll kind of just be hooked into it. And when you have a team like Matthias where they're really optimized and dialed in, it makes you really think about email differently. Like before, it was kind of like this thing I have to do on the side, but now I confidently feel like it's an added stream of revenue that we're considering when we're forecasting, etc. So just if you're not doing it, you're pretty much just losing money. I mean, everybody kind of knows that, but people forget and don't realize that they actually are. So I would just try it out. Yeah.
We didn't lock you in into any long-term contract, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's
We
another thing. I
we
think
didn't. Yeah, go ahead.
no, you can finish your question.
I was adding on onto that with I think I didn't even send you a contract or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I saw on your guys' website you guys operate on a no contract thing, or you usually don't do contracts. Um, And I feel like that just really speaks to your guys' confidence in yourselves, and it also shows in, I mean, it shows in the standard of your work as well. So I think, like, even seeing Matthias and going through his website and watching his YouTube videos and his entire team, it kind of screams excellence, and it makes you really feel confident in, like, in their services as well. And then when they are able to execute and fulfill their promises, it just creates the trust more, which kind of makes sense. I mean, I remember when I saw on your guys' website that the average churn rate was 12 months. I feel like that, you guys don't have contract, it all kind of made sense. There's really nothing to lose with working with these guys, and tons to gain.
It's closer to 18 months now, though. Thank you, man.
Wow. Wow, yeah, closer to 18 months. Editors are going to need to stitch that together properly.
Yeah, honestly, I could do a way better job with my website. But, have other priorities. So,
Let's get
yeah,
someone to mock it up.
I think I will. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you a lot for your time, and, looking forward to this partnership. Looking forward to meeting and exceeding those 18 months average, stay with us, because it's been also amazing to work with you. So it goes both ways. Every single time when we have that 18 months on client stay average, it's always both ways, right?
Yeah.
You like working with us, but we also have to love working with you, and we do. So that's like a proper partnership, and that also makes the whole business game more fun for everyone.
Yeah, no, for sure. I appreciate it. Yeah, our team really loves you guys too. Thanks, Matthias.
Thank you, man. Thank